Hey guys, just wanted to talk to you about some painting that we're doing on our basement renovation project. We're ungraying and undulling this space with color, but the key to making color work for a tech guy like me, a craft guy, is getting it on there and staying sane while doing it. Carpentry is sometimes easier, the boards and stuff make sense in space, but when it becomes fluid, literally fluid, not like metaphorically fluid, but liquid, it can be befuddling. So there are a couple of tricks that I've found, and this is just going to be a couple. I could talk for hours about this, but just a couple tricks I'm going to use to detail my flat molding up there and keep the paint on the brush, on the trim, and wherever it needs to go. The first step is my step. I've tricked out my rolling scaffold. If you're going to do even a little bit of painting in DIY, this thing is worth its weight in swears. It's awesome. Now, I'm up tight right to my molding, and what I've noticed, as I noticed all the time, hi, close enough to me? Hello. Right here, where are we? Can you see this? Right here are two nail holes that I did not sand smooth enough. So instead of getting the sanding block or sandpaper or whatever, I just take my 5-in-1 tool and screed it flat. Little chunks come off, no dust. I don't really have to clean anything up. Next, what I'm going to do, that's flat. And you can also do it too for little hunks of drywall, joint compound that you missed. Keep the blade nice and flat, the angle low to the work, so you don't gouge it and have to make a repair. Okay, next thing. Because we installed this Woodhaven plank Armstrong ceiling on here, the way you finish that off, you could use crown, I suppose, but we're using just a 1x2. It matches the rest of the trim in the room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my brush, which I like to keep clean throughout the day. I'm going to dip the bristles on one side. Then, instead of trying to cut all this in at once, I'm going to load the board. There might be a better technical term for that, but that's what I call it. I'm going to load the board by wiggling some paint on there. Then I'm going to come back and brush it out and cut in with what's essentially a dry brush. There's just too much going on up here on a small piece. I have to use all my 3 brain cells that are operable to paint and talk at the same time. And I like to turn the brush sideways sometimes and give it just a little pressure to move the paint along the board. Now, because I'm talking, I'm going to have to go back and touch that up a little bit. But the next thing I want to do is make sure I chase any streaks, any runs, anything like that. And then I want to come in underneath. And as you can see, I haven't painted the walls yet or these other vertical surfaces. So there's no need to cut in at the bottom. What I do instead is I overpaint it a little. What this does is, 1, it's faster, 2, it's easier, 3, it seals the caulk bead. So when I come in later with my wall color, which is going to be a green on this one, I think, I can cut that into paint that's already on there. At any rate, that's just the tip of the painting iceberg. I spilled my coffee. Well, since no good deed goes unpunished, I have to go clean that up. I hope you guys are having a good day. Thanks for hanging out with me. For more videos, go to our YouTube channel, MyFixitUpLife.com. And thanks for hanging out with us on Facebook and the social networks. Can I borrow a sponge?